My name is Onche Austin.
My name is Mira Bala.
My name is Joy Amali.
My name is Adebayo Samuel.
I am Akonde Azakizeri Joy.
It's David.
Menstruation is the shedding of the lining of the uterus of a female. I think once a month.
Menstruation, it's the monthly flow every young lady who has reached the age of puberty experiences. It's a culture for every lady in the reproductive age bracket.
I have a very fun definition for that. To me, it's something that I did not ask for. It just happens. I was born with it, and now I feel it's normal.
Menstruation is the release of maybe unwanted eggs from the body.
Menstruation is a natural monthly flow of blood for ladies between age 10 these days till they reach menopause.
Menstruation can be simply defined as the means whereby blood comes out from a woman every month.
I've heard that if you are menstruating, you're not supposed to go where men is. That is not good for them to know that you are menstruating. And I've heard that if you are menstruating, you're not supposed to be in the same room with your male siblings too.
Yeah, people still have several thinking or beliefs with regards to what menstruation is, what menstruation shouldn't be, what kind of lifestyle should be demonstrated when by ladies during their menstruation and all that. But those are rooted in people's affiliation with their culture, their religion, their tribes and what have you, and also the exposure they have. For example, for those who are still affiliated and glued to the Old Testament, okay, so you have also it being stated that when women are menstruating, they are not supposed to access places of worship and all that, and also other religion as well, and as well as other culture as well. Some culture feels that when a woman is married, whenever she's menstruating, she shouldn't be in the same room with the man and all that. So the different people thinking different things that have and they've had this thinkings or perception about orientation about menstruation passed from one generation to another. All right, but the good thing is that the awareness is increasing, and people are becoming more aware that menstruation is a statutory right of every young lady within the reproductive brackets. So it's a normal thing.
I've had a lot, but the few I can remember is a woman is not supposed to cook when she's on her period, and some people also believe she's meant to just stay away from everybody for the days or 3 days or 4 days till she's done. I learned at a very early age that it has nothing to do with anything. So even when you cook as a woman, when you're on your period, it won't change anything.
When growing up, there's this Abuja boys or guys believe that touching part is for pretty. You understand? Like holding of those kind of things, those are girl stuff. Defining or talking about menstruation, those are girl stuff. But sometimes girls also need our own support.
Growing up, we've had a few things like a woman is unclean for that period. She's menstruating, she shouldn't be associated with, she shouldn't be allowed to cook.
I think I heard this one, that when a woman is in a menstruation, she's not supposed to get close to a male child because the male child might fall sick thereabout. So, like, she should not cook and all that. Yeah.
Let's say if you get close to a woman that is menstruating, that your prayers will not be answered.
Wow.
Yes, that is spiritually now talking about that. So. I don't know, but that just has been the belief since. No, I don't think our relationship with God and our prayer has anything to do with a woman menstruating.
My first reaction was more of curiosity. Like, I really wanted to know
What's happening?
what's going on. Yes, so I had to ask, and I got a few answers.
My first reaction, okay, I already had the tutoring about it a lot because of my elder sisters, so it was something I could just relate with them. I wasn't scared or anything.
Wow.
And it wasn't painful as well, so much as I thought it would.
At first, I didn't even know that women do menstruate. That was why I was younger. But later on, I found out that it's a necessity and something that needed to be done.
When I heard about menstruation, okay, I was young. I really didn't know why, and the ladies should be having the flow and all that. But as we continue to learn, biology class, we're taught, thanks to the teachers that were generous to share that knowledge, and also, yeah, we had a good understanding of what menstruation is. So.
I remember I wasn't comfortable with it. I remember I stayed away from people. I didn't want to go out. I was ashamed, actually. But later on, I realized that there's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just people should learn to accept it the way it is.
From a friend, a good friend actually, because when I started seeing my parents are not aware of it, so I just asked my friend about it. How am I going to do with this? Look at what is coming out from my body, and she put me through with it. She taught me how to fix my pad. She taught me how to keep myself neat and how to be careful.
Okay, I feel all ladies deserve better treatment, like for menstruation, getting the things they should use, and for safer menstruation. It's also very important to know for ladies to know that this menstruation is very easy to contaminate disease. So if you are not clean enough and you don't take care of yourself during this period, you would contaminate disease, and many young girls do not know this. So I feel we should aware them the more, and maybe
On
help
hygiene.
them on hygiene, and then help them get the basic important things.
People need to know that menstruation is normal for a female, and they should try to support both emotionally and maybe financially to those that are less privileged and unable to afford the materials they need to take care of themselves
In
when
menstruation.
menstruating.
By helping those upcoming ones or the young ones, by giving them financial help, by educating them how they can protect themselves and wash themselves when they see something like that, and make them feel free to tell their parents or tell their elder ones concerning it.
I think people need to learn that, but more and more people are beginning to accept it, and that's a good thing. But then we need more people to accept, and then we need even not just the female parents, the dads needs to start talking to their daughters about menstruation. So everybody needs to accept that it's a normal part of life, and then they should also, especially for the men, I feel like they should talk about it more.
Yeah, menstruation, it's normal. As the statutory, it is normal, it is statutory, and it's the fundamental right of every young lady from the age of puberty to menopause. So it's every lady menstruating should be very proud of it, and every person out there should and all stakeholders should be proud to support every lady menstruating and ensure that a high rate of menstrual puberty and menstrual bullying and what have you are reduced. and also putting mechanisms to sensitize people that have some cultural or religious misorientation as to what menstruation is. And also finally, that we all have to be committed in line with the theme of this year's commemoration of the MHM. We all have to be committed to raise the awareness and sensitize everyone within our spheres of influence that menstruation is normal for every lady.
A lot of people really need to know about menstruation so that they will not feel the same way I felt when seeing mine. And people need to really support, assist them with some pad and teach them how to use it, because it's not everybody that is seeing period that know how to use pad. Some of us, they will teach us how to use pieces because of where we are coming from. So, and they teach us how to keep ourselves hygiene because of infection.
They should just know that there should be more awareness. Our women should be more sensitized about what menstruation is. We should provide them with more sanitary pads and things to keep them looking good during that period, so that they won't be stopped from their daily activities. So I think those are just the basic things that people need to get involved.
Yes, we are committed.
Yes, we are committed.
We are committed. I am committed.